Merry Christmas, everybody. Okay, maybe that's a bit early, but it is our Christmas cook. Welcome to Meat Smoke Fire and one of our live cooks. I don't know how many the number is now, but we're getting there, nearly at that 100, when we're going to throw a party. Well, we'll see. No, we will. We'll do something. It's going to be special. Anyway, we promised you a Christmas cook, so we're doing a Christmas cook. And so we're having Christmas Day today. So we've got all the family coming over this evening to eat everything that we cook today. Hopefully you can all hear us. Somebody say yes on the comments because we've got the mics on and we're a bit rushed today. Hopefully the comments are working as well. Anyway, let me show you what's going on. So I'm going to grab the camera. We've got Helena on camera. So that means we won't be doing a lot of typing. So anyway, we have got Merry Eggmas to you as well. We've got the RB73. Look at that. Filled it right up today. Oh, perfect. Thanks you, Samantha, for letting us know you can hear us. That's awesome. And over here, in the smoke, it's a bit smoky. I put a dirty plate setter on, but I haven't. It's too late to change it. But almost in the smoke is Mama. What are you drinking, Mama? Brandy. Brandy and American. Yes. And she started at 11, I'll tell you. Yeah, disgusting. Anyway, pass you back. So, you've asked for beef Wellington so many times. So we're going to do beef Wellington, which is what is really smoky over there. And I don't know why the temperature's dropped, but anyway.
Well, we put something cold in.
No, well, I put the beef Wellington in, but it's dropped to load. Anyway, we'll get to it. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. Don't panic about these things. Ah, something is done. I know what's done. We'll come to it. So we're doing beef Wellington because you've asked for it. We are doing some... we made the smoked salmon a couple of weeks ago. It was a little bit longer than that, but we ate some. So it's been smoked. It's fat packed at the moment. So I took the salt and sugar off it. We let it get sticky overnight in the fridge, and then we smoked it the following day in the cold smoke in the egg with the cold smoke generator. That looks like that. That's what they look like when all the sawdust has burnt, and it just burns around like that. So we chucked it in with some cheese as well. So we smoked some cheddar, and then you leave it for a week just to mellow, and then it's smoked salmon. So we're going to use some of that. So we're going to do some smoked salmon blinis. Big Green Egg brought out their new blini pans. These little tiny little pans. We had a go with them to see that they were all right, and I like them. They're just a cast. They're like a steel pan. I've seasoned them. They're bright steel silver colour when you get them, but they're seasoned, and we're going to cook in those. So we're doing smoked salmon blinis. We're doing beef Wellington, and behind us, already done the first part. And this isn't me. I don't do this. This is Helena. We've already got some biscotti going. How do I tell if that's ready? Needs a little bit more.
No, I think that can come off.
Okay, perfect. So how do they tell it's ready?
Well, it's kind of just got...
It's gone solidified. We're going to show you how to make this.
Yeah, well, it's going to get cooked again in any case.
Yeah, I think that's all right. So,
take that off.
We'll get that off. I have got the Egg Genius on this one, running the temperature, because when we're baking, I like to keep the temperature pretty sensible. So, I didn't bring a cooling rack, but that's all right. We'll put it there. Everything's so cold out here. Right. So, let's show you what else we've got going on. A couple of other things. I'm going to keep one for a little bit. But, hey, it's Christmas. We've got a turkey going. Now, I chucked this on about an hour ago. I dry brined it overnight. So I took it out the packet.
Can I just... not the star show. I'm just putting my gonks in, thanks.
Okay. Cheek of it. So I dry brined it. So basically just sprinkled it with salt, took it out of the packet. Now, be careful with these because this was a frozen one. So it's already they call it pre-basted, which means they've stuffed it full of salt anyway. So don't overdo it. And you'll see I've got it on the Let's Q spit. Thank you to all of you yesterday who bought those. But this, we're aiming for about 70, 74 degrees. I'm just doing an experiment. I don't know if you can see it. I found online this extra weight to try and balance it better. So I'm trying that out, seeing how it goes. Let you know how it goes. But anyway, so we've got, that's been monitored by the meter block. So we'll be able to tell what temperature it is. When you put your turkey on these little, you can't, they're upside down now, but the little screws here,
That's come round.
yeah, they're coming round. Tighten them really tight. I say that because, and use your spanner if you've got a Let's Q. If you haven't got a Let's Q, go and grab a set of pliers out the, you know, this comes with the Let's Q. I think other makes don't have one of those. Use a set of pliers, because there's nothing worse than coming out, and I did it, to find they've come undone a bit, the prongs have gone outwards, and your turkey's just hanging on a rotisserie doing this, and your turkey's hanging down burning on the bottom. So tighten them up nice and tight. I know from experience. I was lucky I walked out, it was 15 minutes at the most it'd been hanging. So anyway, right, what should we do first? Beef Wellington, I think.
Okay.
So let's go over here. I need to remind myself of all these things we've got to do today. This is going to be, I'm going to put something in just to warm up. Which is my coolest egg? That one probably. I might
probably put it over there.
I'll just put it on the baking one for a second.
Mum, don't let him forget.
Yeah. Right. Just want to melt some butter.
5 minutes.
Right.
The butter to come off there.
5 minutes for the butter. Right.
So actually, I'm just going to stop for a minute. So
Yeah.
those that are currently joining, sorry, there's no comments this morning. This is me, Smoke Fire is on camera, because unfortunately Andrea couldn't be here today. So I'll just do a few
Don't want it
shout-outs.
Yeah,
Morning
do it.
Carnivore, Kelly Bramall,
Morning, Kelly.
Samantha's on because I tagged her so she knew that we were doing
Yeah,
this one.
she is definitely on because she commented
Jane
on the sound.
Bleakley,
Morning, Jane.
Cornish Carnivore.
Morning, Cornish Carnivore.
Yeah, we've got loads of people on. So I'm sorry if
Awesome.
I missed. Steve from Churchwood Fisheries.
Morning, Steve. Right, I'm going
on
to.
you go.
Yeah, I'm going to put some. Now, when I make.
Matt from Blaze.
Morning, Matt from Blaze, who whipped me at golf the other week. I had a shocker. I'm having a shocker full stop with golf at the moment. So, yeah, it was a great day, but yeah, sadly, I just was rubbish.
Bombed.
I was absolutely rubbish. I tell you what, I need to sear the beef first. Come on, let's do that. There is a lovely bit of fillet, and for those of you who thought it looked rather phallic last night, it doesn't anymore. So I need a set of tongs, which are somewhere. I'll come and find them. Right, I need a bit of oil and a set of tongs. What have I done with the tongs? Oh, they're over there. Oh.
So I can show you my latest acquisition to my Gaunt collection, courtesy of my niece who spotted that one for me. We've called her Clemmy. Just to kill a bit of time there.
Right. So I'm just going to sear the outside of this. It's going to take 3 or 4 minutes. So
Have you put anything on it?
I've just put a little bit of oil on it, and that's it. I've taken the silver skin off, but get your butcher to do it, a lot easier. But I just took the silver skin off. The bits you can see on the bottom is fat, so I'm leaving that on. That'll just allow it to be a bit more moist. So I'm just going to sear the outside just to give it that caramelisation, give it some flavour. So we'll come back to that in 2. What we need to do is set up to receive it. So what we're going to do is a traditional beef Wellington, you use crepe, pancakes. A Williams beef Wellington, you don't. You use Parma ham. I think Gordon Ramsay does it this way as well. But you use Parma ham, and I'm not very good at separating these, but I think they're a bit of a bugger. But what we're going to do is just
checking you haven't left one on there.
No, I'm taking the plastic off. You never know. I'll put these in my pocket, stop them blowing around. But I'm gonna. I mean, if you didn't have the plastic, you could just lay them straight out, which would have been much easier. But we're going to put them out. I'm going to put a layer at the bottom, and then I'm putting on cling so that when we put this, we're going to put some. Traditionally, oops, oh god, I'm making a mess of that. Traditionally, you make this with a mushroom duxelle, which is a mushroom pate. I'm not going to do that because we never do things the same. We are going to use a chicken liver pate. Now, I made a homemade one. You could use store-bought. I'm going to guess that that's the length of our thing.
Was that over your cum?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Now we're not trying to cook this through, we're just going to colour it up on the outside. Oh, butter. Thank you, Mama. Perfect. Thank you. That's for something else in a minute. So I'll put that on the table. Just put this down. So yeah, normally you'd make this with a mushroom duxelle, which is a mushroom pate. Now you want to, mushrooms are full of water, so you need to, if you're going to do that, you need to cook them and cook them and cook them and cook them till they're almost dried out. Should have done this a bit earlier, shouldn't I? This is not the most exciting, but anyway. But yeah, you need to cook them and cook the mushrooms so that they're not wet, because you don't want this to have a lot of moisture. So what I did with the beef is, the reason you saw it last night and I was trimming it and turning it from that phallic shape into what it is now, was one, we wanted something for our tea, and two, I wanted to put it back in the fridge uncovered just to dry the outside out a little bit. So that's what we've done. Right, nearly there, and then we'll get onto that piece of beef. Now hopefully this will be enough that it will go all the way around that piece of beef, which I should be good at because I've already made one over there, which it now isn't smoking so much, which is great. Why did I mess up both of the end ones? There we go. Right, let's get those in the bin. So, any questions so far, Helen?
I don't think I've seen any so far.
Cool. Right, so in my fridge, I have a little bit of chicken liver pate. I'll grab a knife just to take the butter off the top. Just get it out the way.
And the reason you put that on there?
It provides an air block so it doesn't oxidise. So I made it yesterday and I just didn't want it to oxidise overnight. So I put it on. Can you see it's just slightly greeny colour on the top, but when you get underneath it's that lovely pink. So, yeah. Now I don't want too much of this, but we love our beef Wellingtons with chicken liver pate. So yeah, these were just chicken livers. To make the pate, just some garlic, some shallots, some thyme, some butter, the chicken livers themselves, cook them up till they're almost cooked through. Don't want that big blob of butter, and then blend them. So this just went in the Thermomix, and there we go. That should be all right for our thing. So let's whiz this over again now. Do the other two sides and the ends, and we're looking good. Right, got those. Should we have a look at the one that's cooking?
Yeah.
Now this might look a bit smoky because it was a bit smoky. Ideally, I wouldn't have done that. I've got it at roughly 200 degrees C, 400. So come down a little bit. It's going to take about 30 minutes to cook. I put this on just beforehand. Ooh. And we've done a mini one. But because the length is what determines how long it's going to take to cook, they'll all take about the same time. Because it's the heat the thinnest bit is from the top to the bottom. It doesn't matter what length it is, if that makes any difference. Makes any sense?
Okay.
So that is looking stunning. Yeah. So Mama and Helena and me are going to have beef Wellington for lunch and beef Wellington for dinner.
I don't think we will. But anyway.
Right, I'm going to turn this again.
Oh, hello, I'm coming.
There we go. You can see how soft it is still. It's not cooked in the middle at all. It's just getting this lovely brown on the outside. It's not far off. We'll do an end. You can just move it around your pan and that will caramelise the end enough. Sorry, Mama? Okay, so Mama hasn't got a mic, so somebody, Dave, somebody.
Yeah, no, Blaze.
Oh, Blaze, okay. Sorry. So Matt, or whoever's at Blaze, I'm sure it's Matt, said this is epic.
Never made a beef Wellington, you're making it look easy.
Good. Done.
Jason Farmer says, should have used a new digital thermometer.
I'm going to talk about that. I've got that here somewhere. Yes. Okay. I'm going to take this pan off. This is one of the Solid Technics bigger pans. I really like it. Really like it.
I do, but it's just a pain to stop.
Yes.
Watch me gonk.
I will put them on the website. Right, now I'm going to turn this one down a bit because we're going to use this one for our blinis, and I don't want it to be super, super hot. Now I need that to cool down a little bit, so we're going to move on to the next recipe while that cools a tiny bit.
I'm just going to see how the biscotti's cooling. Okay. So
Yeah, how's it doing?
yeah, good.
Perfect. Right, so that's ready to put that beef Wellington on. Then we'll roll this around it. Then we're going to put all of that in puff pastry. And then I'm going to do that the mesh on the top. Now you need one of these tools, and you'll see in a minute. This cuts the pastry mesh. It's a right pain in the backside. Looks pretty, but you might want to just...
No pressure on camera then.
yeah, I might give up. I might swear a lot, give up, and then just put a slash on top of our pastry, but we'll see. Right, while that is all going on, let's move a couple of these out of the way. We'll show you how to make the... that's the blini stuff, I don't want that. Show you how to make the biscotti. So, this is Helena's recipe. Oh, hello.
Yep.
I need a spoon.
Yeah, so you can grate that orange in.
So, I've got in here some flour. The recipe's on the website already.
It's not, is it?
Well, one of a biscotti recipe
No,
is.
I don't think we
Oh, have we not put it up?
No.
I need to put it up. We've got flour, we've got baking powder, we've got sugar, we've got raisins, we've got chocolate chips, we've got vanilla extract, essence extract,
no,
the posh one.
Yeah, the runny stuff.
The runny stuff.
I don't know what it's called. Yeah.
We're going to put some orange zest in.
I did a whole orange.
You're just making it difficult for me, aren't you?
No.
I'm joking. So we'll get this done. Oh, hello. Orange and flour, always the better. I'm just going to say that's pretty good. Is Sue on? Sue would know exactly, wouldn't she? Sue Stoneman.
No, I don't
right.
think she is.
So we've got that. We have got a whole egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going in.
Right.
And then you just got to get it all mixed together.
Yeah.
And Helena tells me, I don't know why I don't get why I don't hold the camera and you do this.
Well, I can, come
yeah,
on.
I'm joking.
Right, you might need to bring it together with your hands a little bit.
Yeah, I know. They're going to tell me off because I've touched the beef and I've
Go
now...
on, wash your hands then.
I'll go and wash my hands. Yeah. It's all right, I'm only poisoning family. We would never do that at class. Any comments, Helena?
Steve said that mics are really good.
Awesome. Yeah, unfortunately you can't put 3 on.
Will come together into like a little dough in a minute. And the husband has done his magic. He's not done this before, so...
There's no liquid for it?
No, that's...
Okay.
Well, you can add a tiny bit of water if you need it.
No, I'll just
It does come together,
Yeah.
you just got to be patient.
Just sticks to your fingers.
Yeah.
She's making a monkey of me.
Oh my God, look, you've flicked it on the...
Oh, it's only a little bit. It tastes nice in the beef Wellington. Special biscotti beef Wellington. It's a new recipe. Gordon Ramsay's going to be all over it. Maybe not. Right. I think that's what you told me.
Yeah, perfect.
Now, we're not going to make this now because we're going to have to cut the other one and bake that because it's basically biscotti. It is a twice baked biscuit. So what you do with this is, once you've got it off your fingers, gee, this is why I don't do baking. Just gooey and sticky and rubbish. And
It's not gooey and
I'm
sticky,
joking.
I like eating it.
Right. So you make it, and I saw how she did it. She makes it into like an oblong, and you'll put that on a baking tray over here, like that. Just get the extras. And then if you leave it, and it's not as cold as it is today outside, but inside it will spread a little bit, but as you cook it, it will spread even more.
Yep.
So we'll do that one in a minute. I'm just going to wash my hands again.
Okay, so this is what it ends up looking like once you've cooked it for 25 minutes. And then I'm now going to get Nick to slice this, and then we put it back on the egg, and we cook it for kind of 5 minutes on each side. So biscotti just means twice baked. So
Right, so we'll try not to cross-contaminate. We'll take this off there for a second. We'll grab our knife, and she wants me to cut it on the bias.
No, I only mean like. Sorry.
Oh, crosswise, like that.
Diagonal,
Okay.
Yes.
So about 1.5 centimetres, something like that.
So if you've seen me do this before.
Ah, we've made these loads. I can't believe the recipe's not on the website. That's really weird.
But never do.
Right, and then we're just going to
Yeah.
put them on their sides, which is easier said than done with the ends. And then they can go back in.
Yep.
5 minutes.
Yep.
Ta-da! Right. Back to...
And they're really nice with a coffee.
Oh.
Or...
Those won't even touch the sides tonight. The kids will have had those in... You know, they'll see them.
They're not too sweet. And you
they'll
can put
hoover
nuts in them if you want. I've done them with pistachios. Morning, Rob. You could do hazelnuts. I've used cherries. You don't have to put chocolate in, but that's always a firm favourite with the kids. So.
Now you're going to pretend this is cold. You put it back in the fridge just to chill the outside. What's going to happen with this one probably is it's going to melt the pate a bit quicker. But we'll grab it. We'll put it in the middle of our pate. We'll then pull up our Parma ham. It's not. This is prosciutto. Is it prosciutto? Basically, if you go into Sainsbury's, you'll find it's prosciutto. Prosciutto and Parma ham next to each other. They look identical. They almost taste identical. This one costs 96p. The other one costs £3.50. Not saying I'm cheap, but I'm cheap. And then we'll go right the way around. So that is our Parma ham.
That works
Wrapped.
quite well.
Yeah, I'm you know, it's like I've done it before. There's one over there already on the egg. Now, you want to seal the ends as best you can, but we've done that. Right, so that can go out the way. That can slide up to the top. Take that out the way. So now we're going to grab one of our puff pastries. Which is cold. And oh, wing. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Don't give the game away. They can't hear you, so it's quite good. Mama can swear all she wants like she normally does, and you can't hear her. She's swearing, by the way. At me. Yeah. I'm kidding. Right. I recommend you don't use shop's own, like Sainsbury's own puff pastry. But I couldn't get any just puff. It's so much better. Just roll or just whatever it is. Right.
Right, I'm coming in.
Hopefully, yeah, it's going to have to go that way. Hopefully, hang on. We'll roll this out. We'll manage to claim our cling film back. We'll get him in the middle there. Look at that. Now, will I be able to seal it, or am I going to put a lid? I'm going to have to put a lid on this one. That's why I bought 3. So you've got options. And what we'll do is we'll put a nice crimply edge around this one. Let's get those out the way. So this can go over the top. And what you want to do is try and expel as much air as you can. So we're going to push him down at the edges.
Just going to move some of this up.
Yeah. Because you don't want it to... I'll put a little hole in the top of this one because it might have air in it. What you don't want to do is have lots of air in it. And I'm just going to cut it around the outside, about a fork distance away. So what I will do... Now you could tuck this underneath. That's another way of doing it. But I'm just going to fork around the edge, and it will look. That doesn't sound as rude as as rude as the beef Wellington itself looked like last night. Right. I know that's a waste of puff, but hey.
Well, I might make some cheese straws with that in a bit.
And I'm just going to do this to the edges before I put because you want it sealed. You could, but we're just going to push it together. Yeah, you could have put some egg in there or water, but this is quite a sticky puff, so it should stay together hopefully. But yeah, if it doesn't, Mama's idea was brilliant. If it falls apart, she had nothing to do with it. Yeah, a joke. Right, that's the easy bit. Now comes the difficult bit. Can I just say
before you do that bit, do you want to just look at the biscotti and
turn
them?
Flip them. Let's do it. Look at those. So I'm just going to turn them up the other way. Swap sides.
We're back.
Right.
So I think the feedback on them last time was they were better because being cooked slightly less. So
yeah, 5 minutes on those. Right, here's the difficult part. I've got another puff. Yeah, it's over there. Yeah. Phew. Yeah, sorry, good job. I bought 5 packets of puff yesterday. Right, last one. Now, you're not going to need stacks of this, and your little roller can only do a certain width. So the best thing you can do, you're going to need a whole length. I might actually leave it all together because it will help, and then we'll cut it afterwards. We're going to get it like that. These rollers, we're going to have it hanging over. This is the bit I don't like. Come on, stay. Oh, messed it up. Hang on. We'll go. I'm not going to go from the end so I can hold it. And just roll it like that. Okay. Then we're going to take this edge off.
I can see some sausage rolls coming on.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of puff left. Then we want a bit of flour. Something is beeping at me to say it's done. What did we put in?
Oh, the beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington. Perfect. Right.
Got 3 minutes.
Okay. Thank you. Now,
Starting from now.
get a bit of flour on there. You're going to need it because this, you want this to slip and slide a bit. But what you've got to do, and this is hard, it's probably better doing this inside when it's a bit warmer. You've got to try and pull all these little bits. You see?
You're not doing too bad.
No, it's just fiddly. And you know what I'm like with fiddly things?
You're not patient.
No, exactly. But we're not doing too bad there. Then we're going, oh, I've broken a bit there, but that's all right. How are we doing, peeps? Does this look nice?
Yeah.
I think the cooked one looks better. Now, there's got to be a better way of doing this. So if you know, pipe up. Because it's too late for me, but you might be able to save somebody else. Who have we got on? Who's new? Anybody new?
Steve has just joined. Happy days.
Steve who? Oh, Steve Happy Days. Sorry. Steve who? Yeah, sorry. I know who Steve Happy Days is now. Yeah. Hi, Steve. How are the kids?
Sarah said the easier way is buy it.
Well, that is the easier way. Yeah. I'm just going to take the end off. Right. Okay. So we've done that. I have an egg in a pot somewhere.
There.
No, it's already done. There it is. So what I've decided to do is basically paint this first, because the egg will help stick that onto the top of it, and then we'll paint it again. That makes sense?
Yes.
That is looking epic. I could sell these.
Do we know
Maybe
what
not.
the roller was called? I don't know what we did.
It's
just a pastry roller.
Lattice.
Oh, lattice. Thanks, Mum.
It was a Christmas present. I don't know. Somebody gave it to me for Christmas. I don't even know who that somebody was. That's terrible.
I would imagine you can find them on our favourite internet shopping.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll find them and we'll put them on.
We'll link it to the rest.
We'll link it. And look at that.
Anyone would think.
Now I'm going to chop the end off there just to make it look a bit prettier. Look at that. We'll tuck it in. We'll tuck this end in. But you get the idea. Oh, I've got a missing bit. How have I done that?
Well, nobody can see that bit.
Yeah, it's there. Fixed. Just chop a bit of these off so it looks a bit prettier.
So
There we go. Right,
some.
that one's done. Right, I'm coming to test now. Let's grab a Thermapen, because what we're going to do is stab it.
So someone's just said they're doing a Lex Q on the tomorrow and need prep and I think cooking details. So. And the smoking Lizzie's
Can you
just
see that?
tuned in.
49 for our beef. Now it's going to continue cooking. So we're going to take it off. Now it's burst a little bit, but it'll be fine. We're going to let that chill a bit before we cut it.
So Samantha has said, would you
sorry.
use a metre in it?
In what? The beef Wellington?
Yeah.
No, do. I think all the juices will run out, like it has anyway. But what you want to do is try and keep it sealed and then prod it at the end.
So
You could put it, or you could put it in from the top, but I don't think it would work as well. Just use your Thermapen.
Do a recap because we've got people just joining.
Right.
Can we?
So we are cooking blinis, biscotti. So we're going to do some smoked salmon blinis. We haven't done them yet, but look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take those off. I'm pleased with that. That looks
No,
epic.
we'll do a little.
Yeah. I'm going to steal that. We'll do that. Yeah. So that one's ready for tonight. We're going to put this back in the fridge, you see, because that's for all of us later. I'll just leave it out for now.
Mind, Clement.
Well, nearly lost the gonk there. I'd have been in big trouble.
So what is the egg temperature for the Wellington, Nick?
The Wellington, 200 degrees, exactly 200. 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for those of you old school. Right. Biscotti, let's get them off. So we'll take these off. I'll just put them on top of an oven glove and they can just cool there. Job done.
Nice.
Right.
We've got lots of people that want to come for dinner tonight.
Yeah. Well, we're full at the inn. We've got sorry, just cleaning my board a bit, all over myself. I'm good at that. Now, who asked about? No, let's get our pancakes done.
And so, can you just say how long does that first one take to cook?
30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. That's it. So a little bit in the pan. We just seared the outside, put it in, and then 30 minutes. And that was at 49 degrees in the middle. It will continue to rise. I want it 53. You know, you could take it maybe another 5, but we all like it really pink. That is going to be really pink. It's going to be lush. Right, let's get on to our pancakes. So we have 150 grams, I think it is, of flour. I can't remember now. We need an egg yolk. So don't do it like that. Where's Sue when you need her? Right. Come on, Mr. Yolk. There we go. 1 egg yolk. Beautifully done. I'm covered. I'm just going to wash my hands. Come and have a look at my turkey.
Okay.
Every so often I'll just like a little quick check. Yeah, it's spinning. Look. Oh. Big Green Egg said you don't need a rotisserie. Well, look at this. That's looking beautiful. Can you see it's fallen out? Perfect. This is why you do need to check every so often. So I'm going to take that off. Just spot it. I need a board to put it on. I'll put it in my pan.
Oh, look. Shall I move my donks?
No, you're good. I'll do it over here. But even me saying you've got to tighten those things up and it's come loose a bit. Hang on a sec, Helen. I'm just going to get a set of gloves because this is really heavy. I didn't actually look how heavy.
Details for cooking the turkey are already on the website.
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
they?
Yeah, we're just doing this for the hell of it.
As you do.
So as you can see, I'm just going to get this out of the way. This weighty thing. I'm going to get my little spanner. But as things cook, they shrink a little. Yeah, you can shut the lid a bit. It's because the legs have moved, but they'll be fine. Push that in there, tighten it up. Now what I could do is, because the legs, they were had skin holding them together, for now, I'll continue cooking without them. But what I'll do is afterwards, I'll get some string and just lash them up. But we'll pop it back in.
Well, that's good that that's happened, so people can see.
Yeah. Oh, I needed to put my weight back. So this is just a little weight because it's going to be red hot, so I won't.
If anyone's got any questions post-cook, you can always DM us. But the turkey recipe is on the website. The beef Wellington, I think, is already on the website, isn't it?
Think so, yeah.
And we'll put the biscotti up soon.
Why is my turkey longer than it was before? I've got that in there. I'll find out. I might move it down the spit a bit. Sorry, peeps.
That's okay, but this is all good.
Yeah.
Life is
Now
not
I've caught his leg.
perfect.
There we go.
Hello. Life is not perfect, and it's good that people can see so that they don't panic.
So we're just going to undo this one, and we'll shift it all.
So,
Down.
Bernie's asked, does the weight go on the opposite side to the breasts of the bird, or does it not?
The weight goes on whichever side of your spit is the lightest. So when you go to put it on, take the motor off, just put it in, and when you don't have to use a weight, I'm just trying it. When you go to put it on, you'll see one side, your turkey will automatically go one way up or another. Put it on the side that sticks up.
Okay, so we've successfully back
Yeah,
back in the room.
Turn it on. Don't leave it sat in one place. It should then be,
So would you like to hear a joke?
go for it.
Why did the farmer have to separate the chicken and the turkey?
I don't know. Why did the farmer have to separate the chicken and the turkey?
He sensed foul play.
Oh, who was that?
Rob's barbecue.
Thanks, Rob's Barbecue. Are you doing any more dancing?
I've got to find him a new challenge.
We love Rob's dancing. So we've got flour, we've got an egg, we've got a teaspoon of baking powder. Now, some blini you can do with yeast and ferment it and get the bubbles that way. These ones just
Nice and quick.
yeah. Milk, 150 grams. I'm just going to put these on to warm up. My egg is quite hot.
So these are the new little
blini pans. I'll put a tiny bit of oil in each of them. This is just rapeseed, but you could use veg, whatever. I'm going to put a few chives in there, just to go in. So, oh, it's gone. Right, what's been on that knife? That was just pastry, that's all right. What have we? Oh, we've done the blini. We've done that thing. We're on. We're doing all right.
You still haven't shown your little surprise on your menu.
Oh yeah, we've got a little mini max surprise for you.
And Mark was on a little bit earlier.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, is he still on?
I don't know.
Comment if you're on, Mark. Mark from Smoke Fine Foods. So Mark put me on to this piece of kit. He said, "What do you think it will fit?" And I said, "Well, we'll find out." And I bought one. So as I do. So if you do need a rotisserie for your Minimax, obviously Big Green Egg don't do one. Let's Q have got one. Same for the medium, and we will get stock of the medium ones in hopefully before Christmas. I've got to order them today so that they arrive before I go away. Because the last thing we need is them arriving while I'm on holiday. I think I'll be in the doghouse. Huh?
That'd be a joy.
Yeah, so just making a very quick pancake batter. Chives. No, I haven't put any salt or pepper in there. Just go with it as it is.
These were lush the other day.
Yeah, we tried these the other day. They were really good. Right, we've got that. Yeah, let's have a quick look at that and then we'll go and make some of these. So we've got the Minimax flying around. And I found, or Mark found, a little tumbling basket for the Minimax. So we're doing a half portion of wings. There you go. I'll put it on the website so you'll know where it came from.
Marcus Baldwin says hi.
Oh, morning Marcus. How are you? So Marcus runs UK Barbecue School down in Devon. Lovely chap. Lovely barbecue school. Right. This should make about 4. I'll go with a bigger spoon. May as well make some more washing up.
We're light on resources today and got a lot to do, and you just keep adding to the milk.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, because of course Andy's not here to
No.
wash up, is she? That's rude. Right.
I don't think that she just does the washing. Rude.
Right. Into the pans. They're just bubbling away. Just bubbling away. They could do with a tiny bit hot, but we'll leave them for a couple of minutes. They should puff up nicely. Right, while that's doing, let's...
You're at 12:10.
12:10. I've got 10 minutes. We're all right. I haven't got 10 minutes.
So Marcus said it's all good here, playing with oil rigs at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Are you offshore, Marcus? I assume if you're playing with oil rigs, yes, you are offshore. Marcus and I both came from oil field background. So he runs the UK barbecue school. We run Meat Smoke Fire. And we're both ex-oil field. How weird's that? Apart from Marcus actually goes offshore, I was in research in IT. So
You never got anywhere near an oil rig.
I did. I went to an oil rig in Pau in France. So don't tell me that. Helena also used to work for Schlumberger, so Helena is also ex-oil field, sort of, apart from she was in HR and never left the office. Is that fair? Oh, it's all getting a bit cheeky today, isn't it?
Oh.
Right. Don't let me forget those.
Oh, do you want another joke?
Go on, we'll have another joke. By the way, this is my little knife. Marcus, who we've been talking about, helped design this. So this is from IO Shen, who have a Black Friday deal on. So
What does a cricket team and pancakes have in common?
I don't know. What does a cricket team and pancakes have in common?
They both need a good batter.
Oh, who was that?
Rob.
Rob again?
I'm loving
You've
it.
got to watch Rob's barbecue shows. He does some absolutely terrible dancing.
That's me.
Well, you wouldn't get on Strictly with his stuff. But anyway, so this is our homemade smoked salmon. It's just a plain sugar and salt, super easy, 2 weeks, no, a week and a bit really. And that's probably enough for now. So we've got our smoked salmon. Let me just make sure it's up to
Scratch.
You can't beat it. Right. Pancakes, I need a flipper. And a glove. I forgot to put the butter in.
What, in the batter?
Yeah.
No.
That's what we melted the butter for. It's set again now.
Oh,
I'll
excellent.
put it in. I'll put half of it in this bit for the second set. There should have been butter in those first two.
I don't think you'll miss it.
Nah, we'll be all right. Anyway, we'll see what happens. That's
No
why we
worries,
melted
Sam.
the butter. That's why we melted
Thanks
the
for
butter.
coming on.
Yeah, if you've got to go, you've got to go. Anyway, right. Oh, they've puffed up beautifully. Obviously, if you put butter in the mix, they don't stick as much. Or, there we go. Yeah, they didn't stick like this when I have. There we go. We're all right. I think I had a better tool, didn't I? I had that little metal one.
I think you probably used it.
Oh, sorry. Bit more butter needed in that one. That's not as hot, look. We'll go with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit cakey at the moment because the butter wasn't in it. But you get the idea. The recipe will have it in. Right, let's start plating up a few things.
Oh, hello.
So, this is going to be a bit weird. I'll come round that side. So we'll go with some biscotti right the way down this end. Oh, they're lovely, crispy.
Give me your presentation.
Leave those over there. Right, so we've got our biscotti. Our pancakes are on the way. We've got our beef Wellington, which I need to separate, which is perfect. Oh. Now, oh, who wants to do this on camera? Where's my sharp knife? Let me just give it a rinse because it's had salmon on it. Nearly there, people. Nearly there. Which end do I go for? We're only going one end until afterwards. slightly. Oh, I've missed the beef. I've got just pate. Let's go one more. Because then I can lie it down. It look beautiful. How's that? Epic. I'm having that. Perfect. Pancakes. I'll just bring one for now. Oh, we haven't made the saucy bit, have we? Sorry, I should have put the butter in because it does make a massive difference to these blini. Right, we're going to have our blini in the middle. Ignore the fact it looks a bit pikey. Bit of our home smoked salmon on the top. Now, this is a Helena recipe. A good dollop
So that's probably enough.
of mayonnaise. We're going to have it tonight, aren't we?
No, we're not doing salmon tonight.
Oh. A good dollop of horseradish. Just spilt a bit on the board. No, I won't do that. I'll be go. We need some dill. Sorry, nearly done, people. Nearly done.
Probably plenty.
Yeah. A little bit of dill to go in there. A little bit of white wine vinegar. About a tablespoon. A little bit of lemon juice. And then bring all that together. Now you could use creme fraiche, but it works better with mayonnaise.
Oh, we forgot to do the baskets, didn't we? To show people how to
Yeah.
do the baskets.
They're on the website. We've done those.
Okay.
You just chased it. Oh! Get a bit of that on the top.
Tiny sprig of dill and put that on, that'll look nice.
Dill?
Yes, dill with salmon.
You're kidding me.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
How's that? We're done. Just need a bit of tissue. I'll use mine. I need to wash. Definitely need to wash. There you go. Beef Wellington that you've been asking for ages. We've done it. It's pink. It's got lovely pate around the outside. It's got a nice little bit caramelised bottom. No, it's not burnt. You could do it on a baking stone as well to protect it. We've got our blini with home smoked salmon, our dressing, a few chives, and our biscotti, chocolate and raisin biscotti. Beautiful. My nose is running. We'll come back and look at the other two things.
Oh, okay, so we're going to look at my lovely gone.
Let's put that like that. Oh, look at that. I'm going to turn it around that way. So,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry people, it got a bit closer with the...
So our turkey is doing its thing.
I got a bit closer, it went a bit...
Yeah. Beautiful. So that might not be too far off. It might pull apart here if we don't tie it up soon, so we'll get on to
box
that.
it and wrap it. Use the
Yeah,
old
yeah.
towel
So
trick.
so basically, when this is ready, because this is for tonight, as soon as it's ready, we'll wrap it in foil, wrap it in towels, and put it in a cool box, and it will stay piping hot for hours and hours and hours.
And to, as my lovely sister has just prompted us, happy Thanksgiving to everyone
Oh,
in the
yeah.
States.
Yeah, for yesterday night.
Well, the day before, isn't it?
And then in there, we need to turn them up a bit. We've got mini Macs with a tumbling basket. So yeah, awesome. I think we're done. Well, sort of, apart from I messed up the blini. Trying to rush. Do them on the hob. It's just as easy. Shouldn't say that, should I? Thank you to everyone who bought things yesterday. We will catch up. I mean, the courier company are not going to... Well, they probably will be happy because it's a lot of money, but there's a lot to go out. Thank you to the 3 people who bought Big Green Eggs yesterday and the others who bought them during the week. The replacement for the Kamado Space unit, the Big 4 Space, is in Lithuania, packed on pallets and on its way. Thank you to those of you who bought those this week. I will get them installed before Christmas. So it's slightly different to this. There's bits flying around out here. Slightly different with two doors, much neater looking, beautiful. It's going to be stunning. So thank you for those. Obviously, we're still doing Black Friday until Monday. So buy stuff. If what you want isn't in the sale, give me a ring. We might be able to sort you something out. We can sort you big green eggs out and stuff.
So we are going to be doing...
Oh, so next week we will do a cook. I don't know what it'll be. I haven't even thought about it. And then that's it before Christmas, because some lucky bugger is going skiing for a week. But I go on a Saturday and come back on a Saturday. And I think then Christmas Eve, you don't want to do a cook on Christmas Eve. We certainly don't. Because we've got tons of family turning up.
Right, do you want to just... So Ash has just jumped on.
Morning, Ash and
so
Michelle.
So just give him a little...
last thing. Yeah, jumped on. Well, so we have beef Wellington. Lovely and pink in the middle, still nice and hot. We've got smoked salmon blinis and our Christmas biscotti.
Jane has quite rightly reminded me. Bluetooth thermometer.
Bluetooth thermometer. Here it is somewhere. It was here. What have I done with it?
It was on the table.
It was on the table.
Do you want me to have a look whilst you hold the...
No. It's not that dim. It's bright green.
Yeah, it's right there, though.
Oh, yeah, it's right there. Oh, and I've left the other bit inside. Hang on 1 second. Talk to them, Helena.
Okay.
I promise not to swear. I've got the mic on.
Recap. We've got beef Wellington. We've got smoked salmon on blinis. We made some biscotti. I've got my little reindeer out that we've had a few years now. We're just waiting for Nick to come back so he can show you and talk through the Bluetooth thermometer.
Right, here we go. You can see I haven't used this egg for a while. You'll get this occasionally.
Okay, just good to show
There's
people.
water or brown water coming out through the glaze. That's perfectly normal. It's because this egg hasn't been used in 2 weeks. We always use that in the dark. This is the new Big Green Egg Bluetooth thermometer. Little clip that goes inside your egg. I don't know why they've done it at an angle. That bit needs to be flat. Anyway, goes inside your egg. It's got this rain protective cover on that has the logo up the wrong way when it's on, but when you take it off, it hangs the right way. Now, I'm sure I've seen it the other way up somewhere. And then you've got the electronics part, and that just clips to it. There is a line somewhere. It's because I'm making this look really difficult. It's really easy. There you go. Clips to it, and then it's got 2 buttons, a power button to turn it on. You have to press and hold for a few seconds, and it comes on, and then it's got a backlight button. Don't know why it's showing 40-something degrees. There you go, that's better, 19. That's much better. Just needed to update. And then you just open the app on your phone and it connects. Now, I've done a review. It's on our YouTube channel. Have a look. Things I love about it. I put it on the egg over there, turned it on Monday, and it was still on last night. So it does 4 or 5 days without getting below power. You're supposed to recharge it when it gets under 30%, so that's exactly what we did. That's why it was indoors. You can unclip this bit and leave that bit on your egg. This bit goes inside, you can take inside, but it is waterproof, or at least it seems to be, because mine's been out all week and it's not been the nicest week. Like that, like the backlit, what I guess I find difficult is that is quite small. So
you're quite old.
I'm getting old, yeah. I can tell that egg is 200 degrees, that egg is 160 degrees, that egg is 220 degrees, this egg here is 240 degrees. I can just see the thermometers.
Okay, so it's just a visual thing.
I can see that. Whereas this, from any more than a couple of feet, I can't see. But then you can look at it on your phone. But hey, I don't always want to be looking at an app on my phone. The big downside is I can't get a signal from this inside. So for me,
I guess it depends on the size you go.
Yeah. I mean, try it. I probably won't be using it, or I haven't today, but because I can see most of my eggs from indoors anyway. I'm a visual person, it works for me better. I'm a bit old school sometimes, even though I worked in IT for 20 years. So, but no, it works well, and it does its job. I sort of like it, but for me, I can see exactly what's going on with mine from there. If I am leaving the house, then Bluetooth's no good anyway. Yeah, anyway.
Right. You're at 12:25.
Right, we need to go because we're running out of time. You probably want to get on with your days. So just a recap. Beef Wellington, salmon, smoked salmon blinis and biscotti. And I'll make sure they're all written up. So, yeah, any questions, anything you need to buy, let us know.
And we'll be doing another cook next Saturday.
We'll do another cook next Saturday, and then I'm away for 2 Saturdays, and then it's Christmas. So one more this year. Yeah, because then it'll be New Year's Eve on the next one. And anyway,
I might do New Year's Eve.
Well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for watching. We will see you all soon. Have a great week, and do get in contact. Bye. Bye. Right.